Welcome to the April 13th episode of Beacon Web News. I'm Sara Troy. Earth Week celebrations continue with a sustainable workshop with the Savvy Hive in the marketplace from 1 to 3 today. Thursday, you can get involved with local sustainability with an environmental organization fair in the Quad from noon to 1 p.m. On Friday, alumni-owned sustainable fashion business Wallace and local small business Savvy Hive will be in the marketplace from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Check out sustain.mcla on Instagram or email cb75555@mcla.edu for more information and events. The sun has been shining here in the Berkshires. With more on your weekly weather, here's Cara Fusco.
Hello, my name is Cara Fusco, and this is your weekly weather update. On Wednesday the 13th, cloudy skies will be out early and will be becoming partly cloudy later in the day, with an 80% chance of light rain at night, with a high temperature of 69 degrees and a low of 53. On Thursday the 14th, there'll be a few early morning showers, which will develop into thunderstorms in the afternoon, with a 75-degree high temperature and a low of 42 degrees at night. Friday will be a better day with sunshine and clouds with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 45 degrees. The weekend will bring in some showers starting in the afternoon on Saturday with a high of 58 and a low of 34. Then on Sunday, it will clear up, but with intervals of clouds and sunshine in the morning, with more clouds for later in the day, with a high temperature of 45 and a low of 31. Make sure to bring your umbrella to class on Monday because we'll be seeing some showers starting in the afternoon with a high of 50 and a low of 36. That rain will carry us into Tuesday with a high temperature of 46 and a low of 37. That's your weekly weather update. I'm Cara Fusco.
Are you interested in making a change for students? SGA election signups have been extended until April 19th. Check out the link below for more information. BWN reporter Isabel Mazzola attended this week's SGA meeting where students raised several concerns, including how residential students of color are being treated.
At Monday night's SGA meeting, a range of topics were discussed during the 2-hour meeting. Student trustee Edgar Perez said there are concerns about residential life and discriminating against students of color. He says he was concerned that discrimination affected the transfer rate of MCLA and the majority of students.
I had a meeting with where I brought up some concerns that I personally had with just MCLA in general and the way that certain students have been treated, or not treated, but there's some issues on campus. So I brought up that I am personally worried for our students of color on campus because there's a lot of things that we're not able to see behind the scenes.
SGA President Emma Marino said that the BT parking lot is being done at the moment and the school hopes it to be finished by graduation. She also encourages students to run for SGA e-board positions.
This is the SGA general meeting. As of right now, the elections have been extended, so the nomination paper signups have been extended to April 19th, which they will close on April 19th at 3 p.m. And during that process, all of the positions will be open.
Do you live in Berkshire Towers? Join R.A. Alex for ice cream and an egg hunt on Friday the 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Taconic Room. Attention graduating seniors, if you have federal or state student loans, be sure to check out your MCLA email to complete exit counseling before graduation. Contact Financial Aid Office with any questions. Come and check out the Assistive Technology Fair hosted by CESI. There will be opportunities to play with dozens of unique items such as dinnerware, doorbells, light-up alarms, keyboards, switches, magnifiers, computer mice, robot cats, and dogs, and so much more. This event will take place on April 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the CC Marketplace. The Book Club is hosting a bookmark making event on April 13th from 7 to 8 p.m. in Bowman 220. Celebrate Earth Week by using recycled paper and scraps to design your very own sustainable page holder. Be sure to join the Berkshire Bike Path History and Status Lecture given by Nick Russo, where he will discuss greening the city. It's a great opportunity to learn more about the Berkshires and receive more knowledge about the environment. This lecture will be hosted by Environmental Studies and will take place on April 20th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. in CSI. MCLA's Fine and Performing Arts Department presents Intimate Apparel, a play by Lynn Nottage. BWN reporter Sara Tomzik took a peek behind the curtain of MCLA's spring mainstage show.
Over the past couple of weekends, MCLA's Theater and Performing Arts Department presented Intimate Apparel by Lynn Nottage. Zurie Adams, who played the main character Esther Mills, explains what Intimate Apparel is about.
Intimate Apparel is about a black seamstress in 1905 in Lower Manhattan. Black seamstress named Esther Mills, and she makes intimate apparel for ladies. And, you know, she's 35, she's unmarried, which is uncommon for women at the time. She really wants to be married. Things change for her when she gets a letter. It's from a man named George Armstrong in Panama, and he writes her because he knows her through the church. And they start a correspondence. Then things get interesting.
Even though the department has performed plays during this school year, such as Falling and Loving, this was the first play that has performed without mask. MCLA made wearing masks optional for those who are fully vaccinated and boosted on March 30th. The cast of Intimate Apparel heard about this news, and the majority of them expressed their excitement.
It was incredible and bizarre. Great to have the masks off. You kind of feel more expressive, and it's great when you can see everybody's expressions on stage. Definitely a very different shift and something to get used to, but a good something to get used to.
The idea, it helped definitely with the enunciation and being able to speak and project. It's different. I think this would have been harder to do with masks. The play we did last semester, Falling and Loving, was a little easier, just because it was more physical movement based than text work. So I think this was one where it was definitely necessary to lose the masks.
It's definitely freeing to, be on stage without these masks, like restricting our voices and all that. But it's been pretty strange to see people's faces. As an actor, it's important to be able to see your partner's face so you can respond to their emotions. So it's been really cool.
I'm very happy that I played in this role without the mask, because also I was wearing a hat with the mask. I'm going to be like the ninja, so.
Although some were thrilled about masks being dropped, others believed it caused a slight problem when preparing for the play.
We rehearsed the entire time with masks on, but as soon as we saw each other's faces, it was like rehearsing all over again, because you have to act with your entire face now. And it was a new process, but once we got to do it, it was like seeing the show in a new set, in a new light, and it was actually really fun.
I remember the first time we did it, because we didn't take our masks off until a couple weeks, not even a couple weeks, a few days before opening. So we were really seeing each other's faces for the first time, because the whole time we were rehearsing with masks on. So, we would be emotive, but it would be under a mask, and now we're seeing each other's faces on in character for the first time, and we're just hello.
And that was Intimate Apparel. From Beacon Web News, this is Sara Tomzik.
The softball team has a busy week of competition with 3 doubleheaders coming up. Tonight they host Sage at 5 and 7. On Friday, they head to Framingham for games at 2 and 4. You can access the live stream to these games on the athletics page. Monday, they'll host Salem State at 1 and 3 p.m. Baseball heads to Framingham tomorrow with the first pitch at 3:30. On Friday, they'll host Framingham State for a doubleheader with games at 2 and 4:30. Monday, the team plays at Westfield State at 3:30. Catch the live stream on the athletics page. Men's lacrosse hosts SUNY Cobleskill tonight at 4. They'll be traveling to Husson on Saturday for a game at noon, and on Tuesday, the team is heading to NVU Linden for a game at 3:30. You can find the link to live stream these games at the athletics page. Women's lacrosse will be heading to Mass Maritime on Friday for a game at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, they will host Westfield State at 5 p.m. Students and staff came together for some healthy competition in a student versus staff dodgeball tournament. BWN reporter Karesha Graham has more of the action.
Student and faculties get to compete on the game floor in this Saturday's dodgeball tournament. Organizer Erin and Student Activities Council decided it would be a good idea for the 30 students who came out to show their support for their friends and cheer on the players.
There's a lot of students that we had talked to that wanted something with staff or an event that staff could also attend and be a part of actively and not just kind of show up to support students. So we had asked for interest and we were able to get some staff interested. So we kind of were able to make a couple of staff teams. And at first we were just trying to get students interested, but once we heard that staff were interested as well, we were able to get a couple teams together.
Everyone said that staff working with students was a good idea because everyone was sharing their ideas and playing fair. Blue Dragon Sharks took home the win in the game. Before the semester end, Student Activities Council are hosting more events. This is BWN. I'm Karesha Graham.
Save the date. On May 3rd, a food truck festival is coming to the lawn in front of Murdoch from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Keep an eye out for emails regarding food options coming soon. Join the Division of Student Affairs as we celebrate the hard work and dedication of our student leaders. On April 27th at 6:30 in the Church Street Center Auditorium, the 26th Annual Leadership Awards Program celebrates the belief that out-of-classroom experience is a vital part of the overall college experience. RSVP at tinyurl.com/MCLA leaders. The Volunteer Center is hosting their annual day of service on April 23rd. Register now to participate in the reward-filled experience of helping your community. You can register now at the link below. Contact Christopher Hantman at mcla.edu or Volunteer Center at mcla.edu with any questions. Are you worried about upcoming exams and assignments? Join Ceci and Trio as we discover strategies and create some stress relief tools to support you through the final exams. All are welcome April 19th from noon to 1 in the Friel Library lower level. The mask mandate has officially been lifted and some students have been eager to return to classes with smiling faces. David Jamina talked with students to check in on how the community is feeling about the change.
This is David Jamina reporting from BWN, and I am out and about here on campus asking students and staff how they feel about the mask mandate dropping here on campus. Let's see what they say. How do you feel about the recent mask change on campus?
Personally, I'm completely okay with it. I think the school has done a really good job up to this point with addressing COVID-19. So I feel somewhat more confident. I still wear my mask sometimes if I actually remember it, but I feel okay with the change.
I like it, compared to how it was before where, we always had to wear masks and it was a little stressful on my ears and, just making it overall harder to breathe. And now that that's over, it's a lot easier, more convenient. So hopefully it can stay like that and hopefully things keep getting better and progressing.
Yeah, I feel good about it. As long as everybody is safe, as long, when people used to have masks on, you barely can see, people's face, but now, you can see everything. And I think it's good. I'm feeling good about it.
I think that the mask being dropped is a good thing. I mean, it's summertime and springtime and the warm weather's coming. The COVID will not be around. The heat's gonna make it disappear. And I think the kids are some of them are really happy that it's gone.
I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be a really positive thing for this school.
Do you think this was a wise decision that MCLA made to drop the mask mandate?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the school monitored and did the best that they could to stem the coronavirus and do everything that they could to protect the students, make sure everybody's vaccinated. They put a lot of rules and regulations in place to help us make sure that we're safe. And I think that they did what was in our best interest.
I feel like it was wise because at the end of the day, change is good and progression is the key to everything.
How have COVID cases been looking since our gradual progression of adapting to no masks?
Yeah, that's where we are right now. I can tell you I was at a shift at the testing center today. We had probably 25 people or so test, and that's what we've seen now that we've lifted the testing requirement. So we'll get those results tomorrow. Like I said, we get results from the Broad Institute every day, and we update our dashboard either on Friday or Monday, depending when the last batch of test results come in. So we'll continue to post those and monitor it. We have a COVID team that meets regularly and shares information, so we'll continue to watch that. But nicer weather, it's on its way. That'll certainly help. and we're excited.
Recent COVID test results can be found on the MCLA COVID dashboard. The dashboard reflects all tests conducted through MCLA's on-campus testing program. I'm David Jamita from BWN.
Now from the Beacon. Co-editor-in-chief Mike O'Brien heard from 2 senior writing contest winners about their upcoming literary reading event. Seniors Brianna Christie and Shauna Hennessy will be joining writer-in-residence Grace Gilbert in a literary reading event on April 20th at 7 p.m. Hennessy touches on the confidence in her writing she gained at MCLA. Christie and Hennessy are grateful for the mentorship received from English professor Zach Finch. The 30th annual Spring Day of Service is being held on April 23rd. Staff writer Jillian Courier talks with Coordinator of Civic Engagement Chris Hampman about MCLA's long history of community service. This week on Abby Abrahamson's featured creature, the periodical cicada emerged this summer for the first time in 17 years. Cicadas have a signature mating sound that ranges from 80 to 100 decibels in volume. Natalia Giacomazzi writes about how she and the rest of her graduating classmates are eagerly awaiting graduation. In this week's Tally Tells It, she reflects on her time at MCLA and ponders what adventures await from her in the postgraduate real world. The Beacon's editorial is also talking of the difficult senior situation. A lot of student population is suffering from a bad case of senioritis. Seniors are experiencing exhaustion, dressing in sweats, and patiently waiting for the end. Seniors are encouraged to celebrate accomplishing small goals, get involved with the community, and change up their routine. May 14th is quickly approaching, so get up, get out, and do something while you still can. To read all these and more, check out theonlinebeacon.com. That's all for this week. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at MCLA_BWN. Make sure to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, MCLA Beacon.